Hello and welcome back to Star Wars: The Living Set. Will, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So last game of the year for the Vikings, because of course they're not in the playoffs, so I'm wearing the jersey today. So hopefully you guys are having a great NFL football season, and we're back again with 4 new cards. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
There's some times when I look at the 4 cards we're gonna do, I'm like, This time, there's some good cards. There's some exciting characters. I always love the artwork and I love all the cards, but there's sometimes you just the characters you've connected with.
Yeah.
This week is one of those. So again, if you want to check out the cards, Topps.com. Shout out to Kris Penix who does all the artwork for us. But we're going to get right into the cards this week. We're going to go to you, card 113, Sabine Wren from Rebels. Tell us about Sabine.
So Sabine is in Rebels and also what am I blanking on?
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka, yes,
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 times that we've seen her in we see her in random Lego stuff as well.
Yep.
But those are the 2 times that we really see her and have a lot of her.
It's interesting. I hadn't watched Rebels until we saw her in Ahsoka. So I didn't know any of the backstory of Ahsoka, and then of course now we're going through and watching Rebels, which has been great. But I didn't know who that was at all. So I know you're a big Rebels fan, so I'm excited to have you talk about this one. So give us some stats.
So they made 1,480, 52 graded, 34 10s, and 16 9s. Her voice is Tia Sakara.
Sakara, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I think that's what it is, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she was in Internship and also Good Place.
Yep.
And then besides that, she was in 65 different shows and or movies.
Yeah.
More about the character. She was introduced, of course, on Rebels. She's from Mandalore. She is a Mandalorian.
Yep.
Her whole family is Mandalorians. They actually have some really cool episodes about that in Rebels.
Yep.
Or hanging out with her family and doing all the Mando stuff, which
Yep.
I always love those episodes.
Yep, absolutely.
She is a very big fan of blowing stuff up, which
Yes.
I really like, and she does it in a very artistic way because she also likes doing art stuff.
Yep.
And one of my favorite parts is there's this one time when she spray paints with this special paint
Okay.
that then is detonated, so it's almost like a paint thermal detonator.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I love that part of her.
Okay.
I think it's super cool.
Okay.
One of the other parts that I actually didn't know for a long time is that she painted all her own armor.
Yep.
Her family made it, but she repainted all that stuff.
Yeah.
But her shoulder, I think it's her right shoulder, that changes.
That's left.
This is left. Her left shoulder.
Yep.
Her shoulder armor. It changes much throughout the show.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly the order.
Okay.
But at first it starts out with Morai, or Ahsoka's little bird owl thing.
Okay.
And then after that, it's then a picture of a Loth wolf.
Oh.
Which you don't know much about those yet.
Okay.
And then after that, it's actually a picture of the Purrgil. So I thought that was super cool.
That is cool.
I was just watching some YouTube and I saw that.
I did not know that one.
So if you go and look through, it's almost like she's kind of hinting towards
That
the
is
next
cool.
big part from
Wow.
Ahsoka to the Purrgil, from Ahsoka to the Loth Wolf to the Purrgil. But yeah, I just love the character. She's super cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely excited to see more from the character. Obviously, in the TV show was great, in Ahsoka, but then obviously with Rebels has been great too. So who knows? Maybe they'll make another card for Sabine out of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on that one?
I don't think so.
All right. I'm going to take over the next one. Card number 114, Allegiant General Pryde from Rise of the Skywalker. So this is a guy who kind of commands all the ships near the end of the movie. We also see him as kind of this tough guy during the movie. Let's do some quick stats on how many they made. So they made 1,222. 31 have been graded by PSA, 23 10s, and 8 9s as of now. Now, the actor is actually a gentleman named Richard Grant. He's been in 143 different shows and movies.
Wow.
A very popular British actor. He was actually one of the doctors in Doctor Who. He was also Clifford in Spice World. We'll put a little picture of Spice World for those of you guys who don't know what that one is. So one of my favorite parts about doing some research on this character was his homeworld is actually Alaskan. Now, I think that's pretty cool because we had the opportunity to go to Alaska. I lived there for about 3 years. I thought that was kind of fun. Now, the ship, of course, is called the Steadfast, and he's actually the person that killed General Hux.
Which I was very mad about, and I'm still mad about.
Well,
I love Tugs.
you can be upset, but I'm pretty sure General Pryde probably did not make it out of the end battle of Exegol, I'm guessing, at that point as well. So who knows? But again, still, my favorite part of this one that he's from the homeworld of Alaskan.
Not Alaska, but Alaskan.
Alaskan. I don't think there's any relation there at all. So, again, a character we see for a very short window of time. If you're interested in more background about this character, of course, you can go online and there's tons of backstory. I'm sure there's other things in books, but very limited opportunity for that character.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, I'm going to stick on, for me this time, 115, Baze Malbus from Rogue One. Now, Baze is a character, of course, the guy who's got that humongous, I'm going to call it like repeating machine gun, friends with Imwe, and, of course, like everyone else in Rogue One, doesn't make it.
That part almost makes me cry every single time.
Yeah.
When he's like fighting his way through, and then he gets to I'm blanking on his name.
To Imwe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they like both like die together.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some stats. They made 1,268, 41 PSA, graded 28 10s and 13 9s so far. Now, the actor on this one is a gentleman named Zhang Wen. Hopefully I'm saying his name correctly. He actually grew up in China and went to acting school in China. He was a very popular actor in China in the 90s, and he was even banned for 7 years by the Chinese government for making a movie.
Wow.
Which I thought was very interesting. So, but again, a very popular actor coming out of China. Now, the home world, of course, for Baze is Jeddah. He and Emwe were, of course, friends. The name of the gun, which is that humongous where he shoots like a million times, it's apparently the MWC 35C Staccato Lightning.
Bless you.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a mouthful, but apparently that's what it's called. And again, he's definitely a great character, a lot of fun. Some interesting things about research on this one was in early notes or early kind of thinking about the movie, Baze and Imwe were actually not going to be humanoid. They're actually going to be aliens called Senna and Lunak. And Senna, then not Senna from Hunger Games, different Senna. Senna became mercenary Moroff, who's also in the movie. We'll put a picture of Moroff up there for you. Again, just a fun character, right? He's pretty funny sometimes. How he and Emwe kind of hang out together. Their adventures together, and definitely unfortunate he did not survive, although like everyone else did not survive Scarif.
Yeah.
Got it. Anything else on Baze?
I don't think so.
All right, back to you, card number 116, Grand Inquisitor, also from Rebels.
So, like you said, also from Rebels, Grand Inquisitor. Going to stats quick, they made 1,228. 45 have been graded, 13 10s and 39s. The voice is Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs. This is one that surprised you, wasn't it?
I was very surprised, but once I heard it, you can hear it.
Yep.
He is very well known for playing Lucius Malfoy in Harry Potter. So it's the same person. So if you like listen, you can hear that Grand Inquisitor or that Lucius Malfoy in the other.
Yep.
I thought that I'm still in shock from that, and that was like a week ago that you told me that.
Yeah, and if you're not a Harry Potter fan, if you've seen the movie Patriot, he's actually the bad. Like the kind of the person against Mel Gibson, Colonel Norrington, or Tavington is what his name is. He's kind of the bad guy on there as well. He's been in 158 different shows and movies.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that?
The Grand Inquisitor is known as Master of the Inquisitores.
That.
I don't know what that means, but that's what it said.
Yeah. He was appropriated.
Appointed
by Vader to like be like the leader and the Grand Inquisitor. Sent, and he was also sent to hunt out Jedi.
Yeah.
Now, something that I think is really interesting is in Rebels, we have some more backstory on him.
Okay.
So we actually find out that he used to be a Jedi Temple guard.
Okay.
The big guys with like the mask and like the double lightsaber.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys.
Okay.
And when Kanan goes into a Jedi Temple, he then finds that out.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that one.
But the thing is that is after the Grand Inquisitor dies.
Okay.
Then here's the thing. We see him again in Obi-Wan.
We do see him in Obi-Wan.
And he gets stabbed again.
He does.
Quote unquote dead. But then he's fine again.
Like many other characters from this series, where I think out of these 4 cards, we have 2 people that have been stabbed with lightsabers and somehow come back.
But also, here's the very interesting thing: is that I'm pretty positive. No, now I'm confused. At first, I thought that Rebels came before Obi-Wan.
Okay.
But now that I'm rethinking it, I don't think it does because we see Leia in Rebels.
Correct. Yep. I don't think it does.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So he then does actually fully die, I'm guessing, in Rebels because he gets stabbed and then fallen off a bridge into a flaming ship that then blows up.
So kind of a 2-part death right there.
Yeah.
Got it. Whereas Sabine gets stabbed with a lightsaber and then is fine like a couple days later.
Yeah. Then she's like running around and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Anything else on the Grand Inquisitor?
I don't think so. Besides that, he's always kind of had like a creepy face, which I really like because he does a really good job.
Yep.
And also just the Inquisitors spinning double lightsabers are just so cool.
Yeah, and again, since I hadn't watched Rebels, I didn't know anything about the Inquisitors until I saw them in Obi-Wan. And of course, there's a whole bunch of them. There's 6th and there's 7th and there's 3rd. all of that.
Yep.
So that was my first introduction was on Obi-Wan. But yeah, I really like this character a lot. And of course, I'm a sucker for the horizontal cards. Love the horizontal cards. So for me this week, for sure, my pick for the best card of the week that I like is for sure the Grand Inquisitor.
I'm going to go with Baze.
Baze is a good choice. I mean, the artwork on Baze is great. I'm just a sucker for those horizontal cards. I like those a lot.
Yep.
So, all right. Anything else for this week?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you like our show.
Yeah.
Let us know if you like it. Otherwise, again, if you're interested in checking out the cards, 2 new cards every single week on Topps.com. And again, shout out to Kris Penix for continuing to bring us some amazing artwork. Thanks, guys.